Chapter 459, Animals of the Future Part 4. 100 million years hence, the shallow seas. We were walking on top of the waters of a beautiful crystal clear sea. Lori, this sea is literally so beautiful. Me, it is Lori. These oceans are much shallow in some areas on the planet. This is where the city of Moscow, Russia used to be. I formed a holographic map of Earth and it showed that because of the drifting of the continents the oceans were shallower in places and warmer. It showed our location and we were in the shallow seas of Moscow. Me, see? Lainey felt the water and it was as warm as the water in a bathtub. Lainey, whoa. The oceans here are nice and the water is warm. Me, the water temperature here is 89 degrees Fahrenheit and it's perfect to swim in. Lisa, the water temperature is rather pleasant in this location. Lana, it sure is. Lola, I would swim here. Lincoln, same here. Me too. Suddenly we saw a huge sailboat-like jellyfish float by us. Lori, whoa. Look at the size of that boat. Me, that's not a boat, Lori. That is a future jellyfish called an ocean phantom. It's a descendant of the Portuguese man-o-war jellyfish. Lana, that whole thing is a jellyfish. Cool. Lisa, what a magnificent specimen. Lola, it sure is. Those sails it has are amazing. Me, those sails it has help in having it being pushed around by the wind. It's what marine biologists call a siphonophore. It's actually a bunch of individual smaller jellyfish working together to form into one giant creature. Lisa, that's correct. This is a result of symbiotic relations in obtaining food and nutrients to maintain the colony. Lainey, that's amazing. Me, it is. Lori, that is amazing. Lincoln, jellyfish are amazing creatures. Aline, isn't there jellyfish that have sails like that? Me, there is Aline. A prominent example is a jellyfish called the Villela. It has a small sail on it that helps it move around in the wind. There are many kinds of jellyfish and they've been on the planet for over 700 million years. Lisa, that's correct. Eddie, I would not want to eat them with peanut butter. Me, no, that would taste horrible. But let me show you something cool for the creature underwater. We go down underwater and saw the creature's underside and it had amazing bell creatures attached to tethers. There were also strange pod creatures under it too. Nico, what are those bell creatures? Me, those bells are part of the ocean phantom and they are how the entirety of the creature gets its food. See something? Watch. The ocean phantom lowered the bells down and we saw that they had eyes around the mouth and we saw them snatch some strange fish creatures out of some red plants. Lola, did you guys see that? Lori, it literally ate those fish creatures out of those plants. Lainey, that was scary but interesting. Ed, cool. Lana, that was cool. Lori, but aren't jellyfish poisonous? Me, yes they are. All jellyfish are venomous to some degree. But the most poisonous one of them all is the box jellyfish or sea wasp. Lisa, that's correct, second elder brother. Chironex fleckeri, street name, box jellyfish or sea wasp is the most lethal jellyfish in the world and they have a powerful venom that has no antidote and is capable of killing 60 people. Lana, that is powerful. Lori, it is. I had no idea that such a jellyfish even existed. Me, well they're very small, Lori. They grow up to be about the size of your pinky fingernail and their tentacles can extend up to 10 feet long. Lainey, that's a really small jellyfish. Big things do come in small packages. Where are they usually found? Me, usually in the oceans off the coasts of the Philippines and Australia. Lori, thank goodness we didn't see them on our global trip. Me, yeah, thank goodness. This is what they look like. I show a holographic photo of the sea wasp. It was a small blue jellyfish with long tentacles. Lisa, very fascinating specimen. Lainey, and that jellyfish is the most venomous jellyfish on the planet? That is scary. Lana, but that was cool how the ocean phantom did that. Me, it is. That's how it gets its food. Those little fish creatures are called reef gliders. They are descended from sea slugs. Nico, those little things are sea slugs? That's literally amazing. Me, evolution works in mysterious ways. Lisa, fascinating specimens. Lola, they look just like fish. Me, they do, don't they? Lainey, they sure do, and they're eating that red plant. Me, that red plant is a red algae plant. Lisa, very interesting specimen. Lori, they look like red kelp. Me, that's a good way to describe it, Lori. But kelp is a type of brown algae. Red algae is much smaller than kelp. I form a holographic orb and show them what they look like. The first image shows the California kelp forests off the coast of San Francisco. Me, this is the California kelp forests off the coast of San Francisco. Lola, wow. Look at all the fish and animals there. Me, yes. They have a wide range of different types of fish, sea urchins, seals, shellfish, sea slugs, and more. I change it to red algae. Me, this is red algae. Lori, it looks like a soft bushy plant. Me, that's right. They are usually found in tide pools along the coastlines of the world. Lainey, and they will become that in 100 million years? That's amazing. Me, well again Lainey, we don't know. Lana, but isn't there a type of algae that turns the water red like blood? Me, yes. There is Lana. It's a microscopic form of algae called dinoflagellates. They are a microscopic form of algae that creates an algal bloom phenomenon called red tide. It's where they multiply like mad and turn the water red like blood. This is what they look like. In the holographic orb I show a dinoflagellate and what it looks like under high magnification through a microscope. Me, dinoflagellates are really small microorganisms. Lainey, can we see them through a magnifying glass? Lisa, negative Lainey. Dinoflagellates are only 15 to 40 microns in size and you would need an extremely powerful microscope to look at them up close. Me, that's right. It would take 20,000 to 25,000 times magnification to look at them. But this is the coolest part about red tides. It really shows a powerful trait at night. I changed the orb and it shows a split image. One side was a video of a man surfing on water with red tide and it was flickering with neon blue light like lightning, and one man was walking on the beach and his shoes were glowing with neon blue light every time he stepped on the sand. Lori, look at that. The water and sand are literally glowing. Eddie, that is amazing. Ed, cool. Lana, that is so cool. Lola, how is it doing that? Me, that's the neat part about dinoflagellates. They are photosynthetic creatures that have bioluminescent properties, and whenever something disturbs them like an ocean wave, someone surfing, or you're walking on the beach with them on it, they emit this bright neon blue light that makes it look like they are fire or lightning on the sand or the water. Hence why they're called fire algae. Lainey, that is really amazing. Nico, I had no idea that dinoflagellates can do that. Me, I saw it on a weather documentary at one time on the Weather Channel. It was one of the freakiest things I've ever seen. Lainey, that's so cool. Lisa, that is a very amazing scientific trait. Me, yep. Aline, I had no idea that dinoflagellates could do that. Me, yep. We continued walking around the seafloor and saw the ocean phantom, and swimming up behind it was a giant reef glider. Me, see that big creature? That's an adult reef glider. They can grow up to 12 feet long and they attack ocean phantoms. Watch. It swam fast and grabbed a bell tentacle. Lori, wow. Me, they can be really persistent, and the ocean phantom also has a secret weapon. Watch the pods up there. We saw that it had its own private army of sea spiders. Lincoln, whoa. Are those sea spiders? Me, they are. Those are called spindle troopers. They are descendants of sea spiders. Lisa, very fascinating specimens. Me, yet. They can only be called out when the ocean phantom is under attack from a big creature like an adult reef glider. We saw the spindle troopers attack the reef glider by slashing the creature's head with their claws, and the creature let go and went away. The spindle troopers left the reef glider and went back into the pods. Lori, that was literally amazing and scary at the same time. Me, it was. Lenny would not like seeing that. Lincoln, no she wouldn't. On the surface we came up and we saw a huge storm coming. Lori, what's happening? Me, with the warm water, the sea storms are stronger than the ones we know in our time. Lana, this is gonna be intense. We saw the ocean phantom and it was caught in the storm and it was getting torn apart by the strong winds. But this was beneficial for it. It not only regenerates itself but also it reproduces itself after being torn apart. We continued on to our next location.